Not my jacket. Me and ESPN
I was going to say, there's no way that could have fit
here yet. Like, I'm still working my way up in the relationship, so I wish it was my jacket and I had a locker, but those days haven't.
I don't have a locker either.
So can we be clear on something? You tweeted, "That's my damn jacket," but it wasn't your damn jacket?
It wasn't. I wanted Dan to feel bad that he stretched the hell out of the arms.
I wonder whose jacket it is because it fits like you. It was
it's
a
not
little
yours,
bit.
What do you mean by that?
It's for like 160-pounder.
What are you?
Was it here?
Yeah.
Oh, it must be Dominique Foxworth then.
Tiny, yes.
Because there's
You call Dom Frail?
No. There's been times where I may have needed something, and Dom, do you don't mind if
there's a theme here.
I love you calling people frail, though. What are you, a buck 40?
Let's also be very clear. Where I keep my clothes here, there's a key in a lock.
I opened the key.
There's levels.
There's exactly this reason. All right, let's roll on here. Week 5 NFL season. Let's play a game called What If. Hey, Dan, what if Jordan Love struggles against the Rams this weekend?
Yeah, I would have some concerns, okay? One, the Rams defense is a walking first down to quarterbacks. They give up like 9 yards per attempt, 12 yards per completion. That's worse than the NFL. Jordan Love's thrown the ball 90 times this season. He's got 4 interceptions, okay? That's 1 every 22 throws, math major. Jordan Love, I love his moments this year, but I also don't love the fact that he's not valuing the football the way he needs to.
J-Mac, what if Kyler Murray outplays Brock Purdy this weekend?
Let's start to consider the Cardinals as division winners in the NFC West with an opportunity. Kyler Murray has had games this year so far early on where he looks like an MVP type candidate. If he's able to continue to raise the level of his game, this team follows, and we're really going to have to consider them as contenders in that division.
All right, and then Harold, I'll come to you. What if Justin Fields outplays Dak Prescott this weekend?
Well, Gritty, that means that the defense of the Pittsburgh Steelers and T.J. Watt has had a day. I'm talking about 2 or 3 sacks potentially from T.J. Watt and probably 5 total as a team for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's what that means to me.
So this is a really interesting game. It's the Sunday night game. It's the Cowboys at the Steelers. And we've talked a lot about Dallas this week. And in fact, it is no secret that I have a fork with me this morning. And someone might get a fork stuck in them today. We might just have to consider the Cowboys here.
Cowboys are done, man.
You're sticking a fork in the Cowboys? It's October 3rd.
Okay, one, I didn't expect them to be a playoff team coming into this season.
Okay. It's correct you said that. Yeah.
Okay. Two, two of their 4 best players are hurt, and it seems like they're going to be out for a significant period of time.
Marcus Lawrence for sure.
Marcus Lawrence, I can make the claim, is the heartbeat of their defense. Watch that guy play. They're going to be without Brandon Cooks for probably a couple games. Name their number 2 and number 3 receiver.
The 2 Jalens.
Jalen Tolbert
and Brooks, and then they got Kevon Johnson.
And the tight end, you know.
And they've got Ezekiel Elliott. Can I?
80% of
you may not be making the point you think you're making.
Let's ask this. On Sunday night when they play the Steelers, where do the Cowboys have an advantage?
Quarterback?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That may be it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's reasonably it. No.
Maybe
so the bottom line, what we're trying to say is the Cowboys were a team that during the course of this offseason got worse, albeit more expensive, but still worse. And other teams have elevated. So we can have as much fun as we want with the fork. They're in real trouble, right? Because after this Steeler game, their schedule doesn't get any easier.
Where do you see? I think if you look at their next 7 or 8 games, like where are you honestly seeing wins? Like clear wins. If you say 3, even the games after that,
I tell you, it's nowhere.
So that's the thing. Like you could 3 games, saying they get 3 wins over the next 7 or 8 is actually being kind.
But I look at this and I feel like we're putting we're acting as if the Steelers just lost to the Indianapolis Colts.
Yes.
We just said the Eagles, we have potential of sticking a fork in them as well. The Atlanta Falcons play tough against the Kansas City Chiefs. They just they're making some moves, but we're talking about every team on this list as if they are all contenders to win a Super Bowl. Yeah. We're talking about the NFC East.
They are.
But I'm just saying, they're not teams that have gone through their schedules and just dominated teams. The Lions looked really ugly against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So there's moments in these games where I feel like we can't stick a fork in them yet because who's the lead in that division?
Here's the point. That's exactly what we're building up to here, and that is this. I said in the open of the show, the Cowboys have one chance, and their chance is that the division doesn't run away from them, that the Eagles actually do implode, that the Commanders, whose defense outside of this past week didn't look good, that defense really is bad, and that Jaden Daniels starts to look something like a rookie again, and that division can be won at 9-8. If the division can be won at 9-8, that's the Cowboys' chance. If you have to get to 11 wins, I completely agree with you. The Cowboys have close to no chance of doing that.
If the Cowboys get to 9-8 and win the division, it still doesn't matter. They're going to get boat raced in the playoffs.
I'm not going to argue that.
Here's the list about the teams that they're about to play, though.
Go.
There's a common denominator. A lot of those teams like to run the
ball.
Run the rock.
The Cowboys' Achilles heel on defense is that they cannot stop the run.
With Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence.
And then they do not run the football, so it makes them one-dimensional, so it makes it easier to defend them, in my opinion.
And that's the perfect way to set up what you have for us next year. So show us what Justin Fields can and should do to attack this defense.
Yeah, that's the key of the game. Can they handle him in structure, like some of the bootlegs that they're going to throw at him? They're really trying to get Justin Fields in Pittsburgh out on the perimeter, but also in the structure of a pass concept. Those are dump-offs to the tight ends. That's 7-8 yards to Pat Freiermuth, and it's only really to his right that they're trying to get successful with this. This one's a dump off to Darnell Washington. He's going to go for 20. So that's the in-structure stuff. Then the out-of-structure stuff. If they rush past or behind Justin Fields, it is over. Those are 3 guys last week that get behind Justin Fields, and then all he does is go create big plays. A couple to Pat Freiermuth, a couple to George Pickens. For Dallas Cowboys defense, if you go back to last time we watched them play in a athletic quarterback situation, Lamar Jackson, he killed them with this. There's it again. Behind the quarterback. You cannot do that. And without Micah, without DeMarcus, I got a bad feeling that they're going to try and do that without the discipline. And then the reality of this, their strategic quarterback runs, and Lamar killed them with this. It's a huge challenge for their defense.
I agree with Jason. I understand your point about anybody can win on Sundays, right? But when you look at the Cowboys, not only are they depleted on defense, where are the reinforcements coming on offense? Because they got to rely on the young kids, a lot of experience. Maybe they're able to rise to the occasion, sure, but there are no guarantees here, and it's not like they're going to go out and get Devontae Adams.
For sure.
They got the cap space, but they're trying to allocate that money for future deals down the line. So you're looking at this team, a lot of question marks.
And we have a lot of answers on our screen. There's not one person
here. But maybe that's
here.
the jinx. Maybe we can.
Look, my usual modus operandi is that if everyone is going one way, I go the other. But I can't do it here. I mean, I can't see how Dallas wins this game. I still can't believe Pittsburgh lost that game last week. I never thought I'd say this.
Pickens fumble in the red zone.
Well, I'm saying their defense let Justin Fields down also.
Yes.
And the fact that it's in Pittsburgh, that to me is a big deal.
How did they block T.J. Watt? I know everyone's going to go, well, they did it to Myles Garrett in week 1. They're not going to be able to do that because of Highsmith on the opposite side and the fact that, TJ can pick either tackle now.
Yeah. Okay, let's leave this thought here for the moment. We'll be looking at more of the good games from this weekend. But first, we have to look back because Harry is going to do this as only Harry can. Let's go. Man, that boy bad.
Oh, no. Man, that boy bad.
That boy bad.
Boom. Oh, damn, Greeny.
That boy bad. That boy bad.
My goodness, Greeny.
That boy bad.
So watch it. Come here. I'm going. Oh, my goodness. That boy bad.
There have been so many challenges as a female entrepreneur, but fundraising is by far the hardest.
Do it again.
That boy bad.
All right, and so Harry, for some reason, is wearing a crown today. Harry, what are we doing here?
Well, I'm wearing a crown because you have to be a king. And a guy that was a king last week was King Henry. They call him Derrick Henry for the Baltimore Ravens. 199 yards, 1 rushing touchdown. First play of the game, 87 yards. Outrunning DBs, outrunning the coach on the sideline. Those guys getting cursed out as soon as they get to the sideline. But he's not just a runner. He can catch it out of the backfield, too. He had 2 touchdowns in this game. And when the 4th quarter comes, baby, we're going to impose our will because the Mack truck is getting downhill, y'all. Derrick Henry, that boy bad. On to the next. We're going to go to a quarterback, Dio. You're going to like this guy. We're talking about Jared Goff. This is not the Philly special. This is the Jared Goff special. And look at him catch that touchdown over Gibson. And then look at this. Anticipation. Before the receiver even breaks, look at that anticipation. And we all know what Jameson Williams is going to do as the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown. But this ball placement right here to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Look at Jared Goff go. As I take the crown off because we're on a new person. Jared Goff, y'all, that boy bad. Last but not least, we got a guy named Jalen Milroe. Sometimes you gotta let a naysayer know. And that's exactly what he did in prime time on ABC. Quarterback sweep to the right. Watch this touchdown pass and the ball placement to his running back, Jam Miller. The same play that Jam Miller caught from Jalen Milroe in the SEC championship game last week. You want to crash down defensive end, outside linebacker? We're going to make you pay. And Jalen Milroe said, yes, you know what I'm going to do? Go make some hay. That's what I'm going to go make some hay.
Fourth down, too.
Jalen Milroe, y'all, that boy bad.
He made himself the number 1 pick in the draft. Did he make himself the number 1 pick in the draft with that performance the other night?
Pipe down.
Okay.
Pipe down.
Okay.
Everyone relax.
Pause.
Not so fast, my friend.
He is going to be the first quarterback off the board. Mel Kiper thinks it. Field Yates thinks it. And I just listen.
Let me crown our champion.
Absolutely. Harry Douglas, well done. Coming up.